I'm gonna be honest and tell you that I wish this video was me bringing you guys good news about the day before. I was tagged in a reply to a tweet from Zach Jackson, who says, "Fantastic. Developers of Steam's most wishlisted game the day before has updated their website to say that they are an organization comprised of both paid and unpaid volunteers. You can apply to work for them for free to help deliver their projects." And right away, a lot of people freak the fuck out, because when it comes to game development, there are so many indie projects out there that work people to the bone with unpaid labor, and they're coding away, they're doing all of this work, and then it usually ends up going nowhere and nobody gets paid. Usually those people who are working their asses off are promised, future payments or a cut of the profits of the game once it goes to Steam or whatever. It's a practice that I can't fucking stand, no matter who it is, no matter what the project is, no matter who's running it. If you are working, you better negotiate a deal to be paid for what you're doing. And that's why in the last 30 days, I have literally drawn up contracts with multiple people who are working on my game so that they can get paid. Now, granted, we might not be paying them $150,000 a year, but I fully believe in the idea of being paid for your work. So we've been negotiating prices, we've been drawing up contracts. Every single person who works at my studio as a contractor or a salaried person will be paid for the work that they fucking do. That being said, a lot of people didn't read the next couple of tweets from Zach Jackson, who is breaking this story. He says, "A fantastic rep has told me that the volunteering, which is unpaid, does not relate to code writing or development itself, just things like localization and moderation." Apparently, Zach has asked for more details. I want to go into the entire story here because this is obviously riling up a lot of people, and I want to talk about it all here. So if you guys liked the video, leave a like on it. If you guys didn't like it, dislike that bitch. Tell me how much of a piece of shit I am down in the comments below. But while you're down there, you might as well subscribe, right? My name is Big Fry. Let's get into it. I'm going to have a link to Zach's article down below if you guys want to read the entire thing. But in it, I want to talk about this volunteer page that FNTASTIC is apparently updated onto their website. So according to FNTASTIC, every member of its team is either one of two types of volunteer: a full-time salaried volunteer, or a part-time volunteer that helps out and is compensated with non-monetary rewards. The first question most people will ask is, what is a full-time salaried volunteer? Thank you. If you're being paid for a job, then you're not a volunteer. You're an employee, a team member, a staff member, or however you want to word it. Given the company is based in Singapore and has team members all over the world, perhaps it's just poor wording on their part. I feel like the word volunteer is almost worldwide. People know volunteer means non-paid labor. Where things get a little cloudy is their part-time volunteer explanation, which reads as follows: "Anyone can be a part-time volunteer to contribute to the FNTASTIC community and get cool rewards, participation certificates." Ooh, a certificate to tell me I didn't get paid for the work I did. Or you get free codes. Part-time volunteering at FNTASTIC includes various activities ranging from translating to community moderating. Part-time volunteers also can offer their unique skills to improve our projects or create new special features. So even though the FNTASTIC rep has said that it doesn't relate to, coding or actual development, that last part of that statement kind of leads me to believe that it could potentially lead to things like this when they say your unique skills to improve our projects or create new special features. What unique skills could they be talking about when you're talking about game development, but you don't have people coding or actually on the development team that are working for no money? It doesn't make any fucking sense. I don't understand why this game continually makes no fucking sense. With that being said, they do have things where you're localizing, so you might be translating from, Korean to English, English to Russian, you know what I mean? All of that stuff should be paid for. So if you guys know the maps and the posters in the background, I'm a huge fan of Critical Role. Critical Role is an online D&D campaign with like industry voice actors, guys who have done work from anime to World of Warcraft to Overwatch, and they get together and they play D&D. And I do know that there was a group of people within that community that were doing all of the subtitles and all of the localization for all of their campaigns on YouTube. And I believe that those people were unpaid. However, Critical Role has not solicited that kind of work. There were people that were putting in the work and then they approached Critical Role. This seems like the company is asking for you to volunteer to help with the project and then promise you either salary if you're a volunteer, or you can get things like free codes, certificates of participation. Hey, here's a dumbass award for doing all this work for nothing. Like, what the fuck? A lot of people were asking my thoughts on it. I was being tagged with this and DM'd. Everybody just wants to know my thoughts. Here's the thing. If you're gonna volunteer for a company like this, work and do whatever it is, whether it's localization or translation or whatever, you can do it. I mean, at the end of the day, if you want to get a participation certificate to say that you did all of this work for free, there you fucking go. There's nothing wrong with that. That being said, when you look at FNTASTIC, they are the developers. They're backed by a company named Mytona, who is a mobile publisher and developer, and there is a lot of money being put behind the day before. There is absolutely no fucking reason why anybody should be working for free on a project of this size. In this article, and FNTASTIC themselves always like to say it is the most wish list title on Steam. You have some serious cash being put behind this project, and I think it's a little bit of a slap in the face to just ask for unpaid and also paid volunteer. Now, the video that people were talking about was an unlisted video of two of the guys from FNTASTIC. We've seen them in videos before promoting the day before. They basically say the culture around FNTASTIC is that of volunteership. It's weird. But today, I think after all the backlash, they've made the video public with the comments turned off. And in the description, it's a little weird. I'm going to read it out here. Whatever you do in your life, you have only two choices. Do it willingly or unwillingly. If you help a stranger carry heavy boxes into their house willingly, you enjoy it. If you carry those heavy boxes unwillingly, every moment will be like torture. So volunteering means that you bring certain pleasantness to every action you take. What? Volunteering at FNTASTIC means that a person works willingly for a common cause. We consider all team members, including employees, volunteers. So even though that paints a clearer picture about what they mean by volunteer, it's still the dumbest fucking thing to say online. So they're taking the idea of volunteership and they're saying that we want people on our team doing a bunch of tasks to want to be there. It's weird wording. All I'm gonna say is if you were going to work at FNTASTIC and they do have a careers page on their website, just make sure you're being paid for it. If you're paying people full-time to work on your project, they're not volunteers, they're fucking employees. It's as if I go there to get a job and then now I just identify as a volunteer. I mean, I know it's 2022, but this seems like a stretch. And the reason why I'm bringing this up is this article from Zach Jackson has now been quoted in the mainstream media, the Kotakus, the PC Gamers. The articles are starting to come out discussing this unpaid volunteer work for the day before. And without a lot of clarification on the part of the developers, they're literally letting this story run away before getting in front of it like fucking idiots. You know you're fucking up when I actually agree with some of the things that Kotaku is writing in an article. The studio explained to Zach that the unpaid aspect does not relate to code writing or development, just things like localization and moderation. Apparently, those jobs aren't considered to be a part of game development at FNTASTIC, even though they very much are at AAA studios. It's a little worrying that they're willing to use unpaid part-timers to contribute features for an open-world MMO, a type of game that is famously simple and easy to make. No, not really. I actually agree. Things like localization, things like moderation at this level, being the most wishlisted game on Steam, you are attracting a huge fucking audience. If you are going to be a moderator for them on their Discord or their community hubs, you better be getting something other than a participation certificate for your time. And full disclosure, I have moderators in my Discord and in my chat when I stream who don't get paid. They're part of my like inner circle community, people that I trust, people that I believe has my best interest in mind, but we're not the biggest wishlisted game on Steam. My Discord has about 5,000 people in it. It's nowhere close to what the day before is. Moderating a few hundred messages a day, if that, in my Discord versus what the fuck this is gonna be, it's night and day. But I just have to say, a lot of streamers, a lot of content creators also have that. I would love to one day bring everybody in my inner circle up and actually salary and pay them. I don't think I'll ever get to that level, but that's like some dream goal shit for me. I'm seeing comments online. People are saying that they're just exploiting naive, unpaid people. There's people that are comparing this to an unpaid internship and saying it's not a big deal. I'm just gonna say this: unpaid internships, wherever the fuck you are, game development, wherever, is fucking bullshit. Every time I cover this game and put a video out, it's some fuck shit. I just want to play the game. I just want to have a good game to play. But every single time this development team opens their mouth or posts something online, it's like they're putting a shotgun in their mouth and just asking somebody to pull the trigger. They continually fuck it up, and I just don't understand. Where is your PR? Let me know what you guys think down below. I can't wait to play the day before, but if they continually just keep doing this, delaying the game and then doing dumb shit like this, I don't know if we're ever gonna see it. Leave a comment down below while you're down there. Like the video, subscribe if you haven't done so already. This is the channel you want to be subscribed to for the day before. I don't sugarcoat anything except for everything that I fucking eat, and I will tell you exactly what it is, how it is, and how they should fix it. My name is Big Fry. Stay safe, have a great day, be kind to one another, and I'll see you on the next one.